Hello everyone, welcome to the Owl Moon Tarot. I am so excited to start my own YouTube page and I'm so happy to have you here. Today we will be looking at the energy check-in for the divine connections. So the divine connections is a term that I use. You can call it a twin flame, soulmate, soul connection, divine connection, or any other type of connection that you feel would resonate with you. But yes, let's get started. I've already shuffled my deck, so we can start right away. If at any point these messages resonate with you, then please do like and comment down below. Share it with someone who may need it. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow my Instagram page. So the first thing that we will be looking at is your energy. What is your current energy towards your counterpart? So let's see what comes up. Okay, I hope it's visible. Yeah, so I would want to clarify these cards before I get started into the reading. So let me just clarify all the three cards that have come up. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. You can even fast forward this. You can even fast forward right now till I take out my cards. So let's just see what comes out. Okay, we need one more. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Okay, too much. Just give me a second. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. To clarify the Ace of Swords, we have the Five of Wands. To clarify the Ace of Cups, we have the Magician. And to clarify the Three of Swords, we have the Sun. So I hope they're all visible. Let me just arrange it a little bit more. Yeah, I think they're visible now. Okay, so to get started with your energy currently, it does seem that you are kind of very much conflicted. There's a lot of energy all over the place. At one second it feels that you're completely in control, you're completely in charge, you know that union is going to happen for you, because I do see separation at the moment with Three of Swords here. So it could either be connections that are in separation, no contact, minimal contact, or just the emotionally unavailable kind of connections. So what I'm saying over here is that right now you may feel, at times you may feel that everything is in control, everything is happening for you, and the connection is on the right path for the union. And at the same time you're just feeling a little bit lost, you're feeling a little defeated. Maybe you may feel that the connection, the union is actually not happening. So it almost seems that you're all over the place. It just feels like you're oscillating from feeling positive to negative constantly. So yeah, definitely you're trying. So we do have the Two of Swords here. So yeah, you're trying to bring yourself to balance, you're trying to focus on yourself, you're trying to manifest from a place of love. However, sometimes certain things may happen, or certain situations may happen, which may leave you confused, which may leave you to a point of just overthinking and kind of just feeling very frustrated. So if you do notice, we have the overthinking here, and over here we have again internal turmoil and chaos, and then we have the heartbreak here, or disappointment and just betrayal kind of energy. And then over here we have positivity and abundance and feeling light, and that the universe is working in your favor. And again, right in between, right in the center. So this makes me feel this is the center of you, the core of you, your soul, your heart, which is holding the love for your counterpart. It's basically that inner heart chakra space that is actually holding the heart and is making you have faith and have hope. So that's when you go deep within yourself, when you ask deep within yourself that what is this connection and what is it about, that's when you know that you have to have faith, and whatever is meant to be is happening for you and for the connection. And that's why you're holding space. In a way, many of you are also trying to focus on self-love as well. You're trying to focus on yourself, yet somewhere part of you is hoping, and in a way is kind of waiting out for something to happen, for something to occur, and maybe for your person to come ahead and apologize, for your person to come ahead and take some kind of action, for your person to come ahead and communicate if this is a no contact situation. So somewhere you are trying to focus on yourself, you're trying to fill your own cup, yet a part of you is waiting and is hoping that something will happen. Maybe a person will come into the right mind and they will make it up to you. So that is the energy that I'm picking up on. Yes, deep within there's a lot of turmoil going on within you. You're just feeling a little bit shaken up. It just feels that you're all over the place. One second you're completely got it and you're confident and you're focusing on yourself, the next second you're detached, and then there's this other side of you that's coming up, which is making me feel that you're trying to control the outcome, you're trying to control how this will work out, you're trying to manifest a lot. So the manifestation is translating to obsession in a way, and that's kind of making you feel anxious and going into the spiral of overthinking. So definitely the advice that's coming through is to just be and detach and just to focus on yourself. Okay, before I get into advice and guidance for you regarding the connection, let's see what is your person's energy like, your counterpart's energy, and then we will move to what is the union energy and guidance for you. Okay, now moving to your person's energy and what is going on with them. You can fast forward if you feel like while I shuffle and take out the cards. So please tell me, what is the counterpart's energy? What is the counterpart's energy? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Star, and the Knight of Wands. Let's clarify them. So please clarify the Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Star. Please clarify the Star. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands and we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, I hope it's visible. Let me just adjust one. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah. Okay, now with your person's energy, we have the Ten of Swords, the Star, the Knight of Wands clarified by the Temperance, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so this definitely speaks of a connection that is in separation or incomplete, no contact, because the very first card is talking about it. So there has been an ending, and it's kind of it's giving me very brutal vibe, yet it's not brutal at the same time. So I'm not picking up on an argument as such, or I'm not picking up on any kind of misunderstanding. It just feels that in a way things developed, circumstances happened, and just like that an ending has happened. And most likely it's on your person's end, because we do have a runner energy here. So it does seem that they kind of got very overwhelmed by this connection. So such connections are very rare to come by. And for the masculine here, so I'm picking up on divine masculine energies. So for the masculine here, it was pretty overwhelming to take this completely head on. It just felt a little bit too much, and it almost feels like you could see right through them. You could see right through their soul. You could see right through their heart, and it just made them feel seen. And for them to be seen is something that they're not used to. It feels that they may have issues with being open, expressive, vulnerable. So more likely they could be the emotionally unavailable kind. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, that's something that I'm picking up on, that they are kind of emotionally unavailable. They get very uneasy expressing their emotions, pretty closed off and reserved, yet they may come across as the most energetic person there is, and like an open book, yet a mystery. So it just feels like a lot of dilemma coming through. So yes, right now they are very much focused on the ending that has happened. So the ending that has happened, it does seem that either they could have ghosted you, or some kind of misunderstanding has happened, or something has just come in the way. Maybe certain external circumstances or external forces came in between the connection, and they just ended it. So yeah, but for very few of you could have just called them out on their sorry to use the word, but you could have called them out on their bullshit, and they just couldn't face it. They couldn't be accountable. They couldn't be authentic, so they chose to run rather. And that's what is coming out. It's not that you wanted to end the connection, you just called them out, and they felt overwhelmed and they ran. So these are certain possible situations that are coming through. And yeah, right now they're trying to bring themselves to balance based on the ending that has happened. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. Okay, I would just like to clarify the Three of Cups before I continue. Just give me a second. Okay, so for certain, for some of you, there could have been external influence. A third party situation is coming through, but the third party situation doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic angle or a person only, because it does seem that this is something, this is something that was heartbreaking and overwhelming, and they had to kind of choose that, even though they did not want to. So there are certain external circumstances coming through. It could be work, it could be the distance, it could be family, it could be just having to take care of certain legal matters. So yeah, there is some kind of external force that's coming through that made them make this decision of kind of running. So what I'm picking up on is that even now they feel that you are too good for them, so they have put you up on a pedestal, and they're just trying to get into the calmer water. It almost feels that they're just trying to get into the calmer water. If you notice the two cards, the Ten of Swords and the Temperance, if you notice, the water is still pretty heavy. The current of the water is pretty heavy, yet the woman, the goddess above, she is in complete peace. She is in complete she is meditating, but she is in complete calmness, right? even though there's chaos going on around her, even though there's a lot of chaos going on around her, she is completely in peace. So that is the energy that I'm picking up on, is that your person, your divine counterpart, they're still going through this chaos, yet they're trying to come above it. Before, they were drowning. In the past, it almost feels like they were drowning, and now they're trying to just rise above it. They're trying to float, rather. They're trying to learn how to float in this chaos, and that's the initial energy that I'm picking up on. They're still trying to come over the ending, trying to balance out the external circumstances, because it almost feels that the whatever external circumstance that has happened, they're moving away from it. They're moving forward now. It's no longer about the past. It's no longer about going back, but it's rather more about moving forward. And that's where their energy is at. It's to look ahead and move all of this chaos and mess behind. So now there is still a certain part of them I'm so sorry, there's still a certain part of them that is stuck in that runner energy. They have a lot of fears and abandonment issues coming through, because of which they may be feeling stuck and stagnant, and that's why they are still kind of in hiding. It's not in the fact that they're running anymore. It makes me feel that they're just in hiding right now. They're just trying to get themselves and gather themselves, process their emotions, and just trying to work things through, trying to work how they can be there for you, and trying to work what they can do for you. What I'm picking up on, which is the most center of the reading, which is the star clarified by the 10 of Wands. So again, if you notice, it does seem like there has been an ending. It's just completely at the bottom, right? It's in the root. It's in the past. In a way, your person is, and maybe even you are still focusing on the past and not at the present or what the future holds, but rather what has happened in the past and how it's going to impact the present and the future. So the advice that's honestly coming through for you as well is to look at the present. Let the past be in the past. Nothing can be changed about it. Nothing can be done about it. So rather than focusing on the ending that has happened and why it has happened and what could be the root cause for it or what went wrong, rather focus on the present and what can happen at the moment. Because somewhere both of you are mirroring each other, and the reflection is coming through where both of you are focused on the past, on the ending specifically that has happened. It's completely down. It's dug down, but yet the focus is there. So if you want the tree to uproot, you want the leaf to bloom, the flower to bloom, you have to let go of the past. And the center of the energy is center of the reading is talking about the star. So we do have a feeling of hope, faith, and this energy, this drive to reconcile, to take things ahead, and just having that hope. It's like wishing on a shooting star. So just the way you are trying to have hope when you go deep within and fall down to your heart space, you feel that yes, I should have hope. I should hold on to this connection. Same way they are having that hope and faith that they will be able to reconcile with you and come ahead. Right now they are very much focused on healing situations, healing their circumstances, healing themselves, and healing the connection. They are trying to heal themselves for you and for the connection, so that they can come across as a better person for you. Since they put you up on a pedestal, they would like to reach your level in a way, and they would also like to make it up to you. So definitely they are trying to heal themselves quite a lot. The energy of here is talking about a lot of healing and going through the dark night of the soul, going through the darkness and trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the kind of energy that they're going through right now. But yes, what is the most beautiful is that before they were drowning, and right now they are floating. They're floating up. So that's a very beautiful energy, because their entire focus is more in terms of moving away from this chaos, and moving towards a fresh and new beginning, moving away from the third party circumstances, external circumstances and obstacles. In a way, they could be fluctuating, because we have the Knight of Wands moving this side. So it makes me feel that sometimes they could be oscillating, just like you, between the runner energy and kind of gathering courage energy. So in a way they are fluctuating a bit, but yes, they are somehow rooted in healing. They're rooted in having hope. They are rooted in wanting to apologize and make it up to you, wanting to take accountability, because the Moon and the Three of Swords, so we have that very similar energy, and again the Ace of Cups at the bottom. These two cards are making me feel that they have a lot of regret. They have a lot of sorrow and grief for the way they treated you, and the action, or rather the lack of action that they have taken towards the connection. So yes, in a way there is a lot of disappointment with the self, disappointment with how they handled the situation, disappointment with their own anxiety. So it does seem in a way they're being very hard on themselves. They're kind of beating themselves up for the things that they have done. So yes, in a way they're going through that phase of healing. They're going through that phase of healing themselves and forgiving themselves, and in a way they're trying to gather that courage. With the Knight of Swords here, it does make me feel that they're trying to gather the courage to come ahead and apologize to you. Whether you want to give them a chance, whether you would want to do anything with this connection or no, it does seem that they would want to come ahead and at least apologize to you. So next we will be looking at just a little quick brief into the action that they may take next towards you, and then we will move towards the union energy. So let's see what comes up. Okay, so moving towards the action that they will be taking towards you. Let's see. I want the action that your divine counterpart will take towards them. Please tell me the action that the divine counterpart will take towards them. Oh, we have beautiful energies. Let's see. Okay, I would like to clarify them quickly, so let me just clarify. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, the Sun, the Hermit, clarified by the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay. Okay, so the first energy that I'm going to be looking into is the Hermit and the King of Wands. If you notice, the energy is so similar, the same kind of wand, the same energy. It's even the peacock. The King of Wands is represented as a peacock. It's moving towards this side, towards the sun. And again, we have the Hermit and the reindeer, I think, the deer reindeer moving on this side. So it's a very, very similar energy. And if you notice, it's the sun rising behind as well. So it is just a beautiful energy where it almost feels that this is where they are at. They're kind of trying to slowly sneak into your life. They're kind of trying to just wear a mask and in a way enter your life without even gathering a lot of attention. So it just feels that they're just slowly and very steadily and very softly trying to enter your life. And it almost feels that just like if you see, the peacock is kind of full in action, so it almost feels it's just all of a sudden they're going to remove their mask with a lot of confidence and are going to be making a brave move, a very strong, fiery and courageous move towards you. Because at the end of the day, it makes me feel that the sun always rises. So even if it's the dark right now, the sun will always rise. And that's the energy that's giving me right now. They are here where the sun is rising slowly, and once the sun has risen, basically their confidence has gone up. That's when they're going to uncover their mask and just come ahead towards you. So now moving to the remaining cards that have come out, we have the Hierophant, the Sun, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So yes, there is reconciliation on the cards. So the Six of Cups is giving me very strong soulmate reunion and reconciliation vibe. A very strong maybe reaching out via social media, maybe stalking you on social media as well. Because if you see, again, the crow is making me feel that just looking at you from a distance, just keeping an eye out, just very silently just watching you from afar. And once the moment is right, once they feel that it's time, it's not even about looking whether you are ready to open up. It's more in terms of them feeling right about the timing. So I don't know why the timing is seeming extremely crucial. So when it feels that the time is right and now is the time to uncover themselves, that's when they will be making a move towards you. I like the fact that there are so many flowers and bouquets here. So it does seem that they may even try to make it up to you with a sense of a gesture, maybe give you a gift, maybe try to apologize in a grand manner, and maybe even just make it up to you. That seems big. It could be something small, it could be something very small, but it could be something that's very significant to you. So for example, if you love roses and chocolates, giving you that rose, that's very specific rose, or that very specific chocolate. So it's something that in a way could be not that grand, but for you it would be very significant. So yes, that's the action in a way they're planning to take. In a way, it does seem they initially just watch you, and it's not even coming to that they may try to test the waters and see if you're ready for communication. Rather, it feels that they will just watch you from afar and wait for the right time to make a move. So it feels that the timing is very significant here for them. So it's not about them coming ahead right now because they're feeling overwhelmed, they lack the courage. So it does seem that if they may come ahead right now, they may again fall short, they may again feel overwhelmed, and they may again act a little hot and cold. So it feels that they know it's best to wait it out, it's best to gather the courage, it's best to let that sun rise and then come up ahead. So we have the sun here as well, and right now they are managing their cups, right? This is their freedom, this is the freedom that they seek, and that freedom has a lot to do with you. So this is the freedom they seek, this is the freedom that they want, but right now it's very crucial for them to manage these cups. So if you notice, the woman in the card, she is seeming very abundant, and even her glasses are gold. And again we have peacock. So can you see the importance of confidence here? the peacock is a very majestic and a very beautiful bird, and the peacock is a very prideful yet a very confident bird, right? So it needs its feathers, it needs to flaunt its feathers to show its beauty. So if right now, if the peacock is not feeling that confident enough, it may not spread its wing, it may not spread its feathers. So right now, that's exactly where your person is at, where they are trying to gather that courage. They're trying to build that confidence up to once again open and flaunt their wings, their feathers. So right now your person is in that zone where they're trying to just manage everything. And in a way, the fact that it's a lot to do with gold and materialism, it makes me feel that the things that they're dealing with right now has a lot to do with inheritance and career abundance, maybe family life, maybe anything to do with materialistic things. So yes, in a way, it has a lot to do with the surface level and materialistic world, and rather they want the freedom, they seek the freedom, but they know that at this moment this needs to be dealt with. And exactly that's where their energy is at, because they know it's crucial to get this in order, to get this in balance before turning towards freedom. So that's what the action is speaking about, that they are in a way already moving towards taking action. They're already moving towards action, and once the time is right, they will just open up, they will basically uncover the mask and come out of it. And yes, they will be coming ahead with the sun as well. So the sun is also representing a lot of freedom, unconditional happiness and inner child healing, and feeling again the feeling of being heard, seen, understood is coming through very strongly. So the inner child is very much satisfied with you, and they would want to be the same way with you, where they are able to bring out that happiness and offer you that unconditional love and unconditional happiness as well. So the action space is absolutely beautiful, where they know it's crucial in a way to get things done, to get things in order before making a big gesture, before taking things ahead. It's better to manage everything and come ahead with a serious note, with maybe a serious communication, or more concentrated and more attentive, rather than being in an energy that's kind of flaky and kind of hot and cold here and there, and kind of projecting their own stress on you. So in a way, they are pretty much turning into a mature leaf and being more authentic and responsible enough to know that they shouldn't project their insecurities, their stress, their problems onto you. So rather, they would kind of want to deal it with themselves and then come to you with a bold and courageous move, where they are more themselves, rather than giving you just this half-hearted energy. So I did not check the bottom of the deck. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Wow, again, we have very similar energy, and it almost feels like taking complete charge, taking complete and heavy charge. So we have the number 7 quite a lot, and it makes me feel that this could, the Cancer season, basically the month of 7, which is July, could be very significant. It doesn't have to be. So the timing is something that needs to be taken with a grain of salt. So yes, the month of July could be very significant for the connection, and it doesn't matter when you are seeing this, whether it's right now, whether it's a little later. It's complete timeless reading. But the month of 7 and the number 7 is kind of very significant. So yes, just try to see, notice if you see the number 77, or the patterns related to it, be it 707, 717, or anything to do with the number 7. So yeah, that's something that could be trying to give you a message. Now let's move to what the union energy is talking about, the connection. So okay, so let's get started with the union energy. So the union energy is what energy is going on in the connection, or what energy are the two of you mirroring, or where is the union headed. So let's see what comes up. And yeah, I'm sorry that the video actually got cut off in between, and luckily I noticed it immediately. And let's see. So we have our 3 cards. We have the Emperor, very strong divine masculine energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so right away I'm feeling that both of you are subconsciously moving towards building a very strong and stable foundation within yourself and for the connection as well. So it's seeming more in terms of an internal process for the self, for your divine feminine and divine masculine within the self. So the any soul is divided in divine feminine and divine masculine. We have both masculine and feminine energy within us, and it does seem that somewhere subconsciously you could be feeling the need to bring that balance and stable foundation within yourself for both your aspects, the feminine and the masculine. And the same goes for your counterpart as well, because the divine masculine energy is pretty heavy here. So a lot of things to do with action and courage is very strong. So now let me give you an example. So I am hungry is a feminine energy. That's an emotion, because feminine are more to do with emotions and intuition. Now I am hungry is in a way an emotion, so that's feminine. But I'm cutting an apple to satisfy my hunger. That's action. That's coming from the emperor. Sorry, that's coming from the masculine. I always see the emperor and I go to divine masculine. So yeah, so that's very masculine energy. So we have both aspects. We have feminine and we have the masculine energy, and in a way it does seem that the masculine energy in a way has to come into balance for the both of you. Even the feminine aspect on a lot of parts, it does seem even the feminine aspect has to come into balance, but the masculine is pretty heavy. So more in terms of being action oriented, taking that courageous move, being bold, taking action as and when needed, taking the effort. That's something that needs to come into balance between the two of you, and it seems that that's where you're subconsciously working on. And a lot has to do with finances again. So it does seem that finances play a big part in the connection itself. So maybe you could be feeling that career wise you need to take certain action, you need to take certain moves, you need to balance things out. So that's something that's coming through very strongly from both the ends, where feeling stable and secure and financially, you can say not completely independent, but yeah, financially independent. But yeah, that's something that's coming through very strongly, where both of you need to focus, and both of you are subconsciously focusing on it, to be abundant, to be creative, to create something of your own, and have that solid foundation, belief and confident within yourself. So let's clarify the page of coins. Please clarify the page of coins, please. Too much. Please clarify the six of coins. Please clarify the six of coins. Please clarify the six of coins. Please clarify the emperor. Please clarify the emperor. Please clarify the emperor. Please clarify. Oh, too much. I just need one more card. Please clarify the emperor. Okay, we have absolutely beautiful cards. So the three of swords energy is in a way being mirrored between the two of you, and right below that we have the three of swords, the death and the temperance. And yeah, you are in the process of ending the past, moving out of that past cycle and being ready for something new. And again, see the chaos that's there, you're kind of trying to float above it. So that's a very mirrored energy between the two of you, where you're rising above the chaos, you're kind of bringing peace and calmness within yourself. So yeah, definitely the connection is in a phase. The energy that's being mirrored between the two of you is the fact that you're trying to end the past. You're not trying to focus too much on it, you're not trying to delve too much into it. You're just trying to come out of that energy. So I will talk about this more in a minute. Let's just bring out the clarifiers. So we have the six of cups, we have the ace of wands, and we have the chariot. So the union energy is speaking of reconciliation in a lot of ways, because we have very strong inspired communication coming through, and also a lot of intimate and sexual energy is also coming through. So maybe you could be thinking of your person in a very intimate manner as well. It doesn't have to be, but yes, that's also something that's coming through. And we do have reconciliation, and we have the chariot again, we have the six of cups again. So it does seem that a lot of energy that is being exchanged between the two of you is moving, and it's kind of bringing the two of you into union. Again, the number 7 is coming out strongly. So the month of 7, or the number 7, has something to do with the connection. So yes, that's a number to look out for. And it does seem that you are moving towards union, and communication is being highlighted very strongly, taking action is being highlighted very strongly. So like I mentioned earlier, the both of you are in a way trying to bring that stable foundation within yourself, balancing your feminine and masculine energy, specifically the masculine energy, so that that confidence rises up, so that boldness rises up, and you can move and merge into union. So any connection that you have is a mirror, right? So when you feel little resentment towards someone, they will pick up on that energy and they will feel guilty. So at the same time, when you're ready for communication, you're ready for someone to approach you, when you're ready to take this ahead, that's when union will come into play. That's when even they will feel that yes, now is the time, now is the right time for me to make a move, now is the right time for me to communicate. Now even they are open to accepting my communication, my message, my energy. So that's exactly how connection and the energy works, that whatever you're feeling, it will be replayed to them. They will pick up on that energy, and they will also reciprocate that energy in a way. So if you have any anger, resentment towards someone, they will feel it and they will pick up on that energy. So they may feel overwhelmed, they may feel a little fearful to approaching you, they may feel guilty, and a lot of that emotions can play out. So now, like I mentioned, you are more focused in completing and closing pulling out the past cycle. Now why? Because you may be picking up on a lot of things to do with the past. So I'm not necessarily talking about the fact of the ending that has happened, or the when you went into no contact or separation and thinking about why it happened. No, rather, even during the phase of the connection, or even during whatever time you were together, or maybe you can say in contact, or however the connection was playing out, any trigger that you felt, any insecurity that you felt, or anything that kind of just sparked that light bulb into you, you will be healing even that. Anything to do with the past, any trigger, any insecurity that is there, you will be triggered at the moment as well, because that trigger is rising up, so that you can heal it, you can pay attention to it, you can put your awareness into it, you can heal it, and you can release it from your energy, from your body, once and for all, and complete the past cycle. So as and when any emotion related to the past, whether be it anger, frustration, resentment, sadness, disappointment, or the fact that you are feeling guilty about something that you should have done or not done, anything that comes up, any emotion that may need to be healed, let it come up, allow it to heal, and release it once and for all. So the past cycle right now is being ended. Right now you're ending the past cycle, you're trying to come into balance, and you're rising above the chaos and being ready for reconciliation, because reconciliation is talking strongly about being in your stability, setting that foundation for yourself, feeling secure within yourself, and being open to communication, being open to receiving that communication. And that's exactly where you're moving, maybe consciously, subconsciously, you're moving there, you're moving towards reconciliation, you're moving towards communication. And that's the overall reading. Before I end the reading, let me just take out quick guidance for you, and then we will just take out some charms and initials of your person, or anything to do with the connection, and anything to do with the reunion and reconciliation. Okay, so now starting with a quick guidance for you, I will be just pulling out 3 cards. We have 2 cards already. Just let me take out 1 more card. Please give me 1 more card. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups at the bottom, and it does seem okay. I'm already understanding quite a lot of what has come through. So right now you are in a way in the Queen of Swords energy. We have the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Cups at the bottom with the Page of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so right now what I'm feeling is that you are in this energy, the Queen of Swords. So if you look closely, she has literally beheaded people who have wronged her. She is a vengeance queen, she is the ice queen, and she is more typically the no nonsense queen. And to be very honest, it almost feels that you have put your guard up. You are completely in that ice cold phase where you don't want anyone to cross you, you don't want anyone to mess with you, and you don't want anyone to kind of take advantage of you. Now in a way that is completely all right, that's completely fine, but the fact is that you're blocking your own energy, you're blocking things that are meant to come towards, you're blocking things that are meant to happen for you. Now you are not processing the past in a way. So the past has happened, things have happened, you could be feeling regret, you could be feeling disappointment, you could be feeling let down, you could be feeling a lot of emotions, but the fact is that you're not processing these emotions. So you are meant to be like the Queen of Wands, maybe someone with a lot of fun energy and confidence and fire and the magic and magnetic energy. That's the kind of energy that's trying to come out of you, but because the fact that these emotions are in a way repressed and you're not ready to open up and process these emotions, you're coming across as the Queen of Swords energy, basically someone who's feeling betrayed, you can say, and having the guard up completely. So now the one thing that's coming through is to focus on inner child healing. So the inner child healing is talking about a lot of things, and most likely it's talking about abandonment issues and having this feeling of being taken advantage of. So maybe you may feel that your kindness, your softness, your nurturing energy that you have been sending out, not just to your person but to anyone rather, is always being taken advantage of, and people don't really understand you, rather they just try to see how they can obtain the best out of you. So the energy that's coming through is try to understand why you feel this way. Why do you feel people are taking advantage of you? Why do you think people are walking all over you as well? So the first energy that's coming through is that you do not have strong boundaries. You may have certain strong boundaries with certain set of people, but with the people that you're required to have boundary with, you're not maintaining it there. So boundaries are required to be with all types of people, be it family, friends, colleagues, connections, your boyfriend, your significant other. every single person should know that this is the limit. You're not to cross this limit. This is the line, so do not cross that line. And in a way, maybe in the name of love, you may kind of tend to overflow your energy, or in the name of kindness, you may tend to overflow your energy and be there for people, and realize, and later you may realize that they're not really there for you. So the first energy that's coming through is to focus on that. This is talking about inner child healing. Maybe you're trying to give out more than what you received in your childhood, or maybe you're trying to give out more than what you ever received, or what you felt like, or what you needed back in your past. Maybe not necessarily childhood, but maybe in your recent past, in the recent couple years, or maybe right back to childhood. But yeah, it does seem that you're trying to give from the cup that you wanted to receive. So the cup is yours, that's your love, and you're giving it out because you know what it felt like. But you need to realize that yes, you should spread kindness, you should spread love, you should spread happiness, and you should be there for people, but only and only from a full cup, not from a half cup or from an empty cup. You should ensure that your cup is full. You should ensure that the energy that you're sending out in a way is reciprocated, and the connection is not one-sided, where you are doing a lot of the things, you're putting in a lot of effort and receiving breadcrumbs in return. So just note that every connection in your life is like a mirror. So the amount of effort you put in is a direct reflection of the amount of effort they put in for you. So if you're going to put in 80% of the effort, most likely they're going to put in maybe 10 to 20%, because it is a reflection. So ensure that any kind of connection that you have, it has equal reciprocity. I hope that's right. Yeah, so ensure that there's equal give and take. Just imagine that it's like a seesaw. So imagine that the seesaw should be balanced, or a balancing scale. It should be in a way balanced, 60-40 and 50-50. All of that is completely fine, but ensure that in a way there is equal give and take. So that's the first energy that's coming through, because you're feeling scorned and you're feeling let down because of the fact that you've been taken advantage of. So try to understand, why do you feel this way. This is most likely talking about your inner child healing. And for the connection, it does seem that you're not processing things that have happened. You're repressing these emotions. You're not acknowledging the fact that yes, you have been hurt, you have been in a way betrayed, you have been let down, you've been disappointed. So the fun and fiery queen in a way is being lost in this translation. So that's the first guidance that's coming through. And the second, once you come out, right, once you let that energy flow, basically let out that repressed emotion and open up to that repressed emotion and heal and bring out those emotions, and also heal the inner child wounds, basically the abandonment issues that are coming up. Once you heal that, it feels that you will be pouring love into the situation. A lot of love will be poured into the connection within yourself and for your person as well. So that's a guidance that's coming across as almost that it's going hand in hand. And at the same time, it feels that don't look at the situation from a place of fear. Don't look at the situation from a place of putting the connection up on a pedestal, because there's a lot of fear. That if you notice, it looks like the little girl is kind of terrified. She's very in a fearful energy, and it feels like she's looking at the house behind in a very fearful manner. It almost feels like it's a haunted house, and she has to go through so many obstacles and these skulls and the fire and the wands and rods. She has to cross all of that just to get to that light inside the house. Even the house itself feels like a fearful, but inside the house there's light. So it almost feels she has to cross so much of obstacles and block to get there. And she looks fearful, she looks burnt out, she looks exhausted. So in a way, don't look at the connection, or don't look at the situation from a place of fear and exhaustion itself. Rather, don't put it up on a pedestal. If you look even closely, it almost feels that the house is above her. It makes me feel that the house is above her. So don't put the connection up on a pedestal. Rather, treat it as any other connection. Treat the situation as any other situation that you may deal with in your daily life. Don't put it up on a pedestal and think about the amount of obstacles and challenges you're facing because of it. Rather, treat it as something that's very normal, something that is just day-to-day thing. And that's the overall guidance that's coming through, honestly, that don't stress yourself about the situation. Don't look at it as a haunted house. Rather, just focus on yourself, focus on healing your abandonment issues, focus on filling your own cup, focus on healing your inner child and being happy like the little rabbit, and focus on becoming the fun and open-hearted person that you are, and everything will automatically translate. You will not put so much pressure on the situation. You will not be looking at it from a place of resentment. You will not be repressing your emotions. So in a way, yes, that's the overall guidance that's coming through, that just open yourself up and allow emotions to process freely. So now let's move to quickly, let's look at charms and initials that you may need, and then yeah, that's the end of the reading. So yeah, let me just take out the charms. Just give me a second. Okay, so I have the charms with me and I'll be taking it out now. So there may be a little bit of noise. So either you can mute the video or you can fast forward it. Okay. Okay, we have some beautiful energies here. Let me just take it in my hand. So we have the key to your heart. It almost makes me feel the key to your heart. The energy is making me feel so like a treasure being unlocked or a door being unlocked and a new journey being opened. Like, you know, just a beautiful yellow light is coming to me. So you just like the sun is entering the room. So it is almost like a dark room and you're opening the door with the key and the light is just flooding into the room. So yes, definitely key. Maybe you could be finding a crucial path to your journey, unlocking a very certain and important door to your journey. We have the heart with the rose. It's one of my absolute favorite charm, a heart and a rose. And if you notice with the 6 of cups, we had a lot of flowers and bouquets and roses. So yes, love is on the cards. We have love here, we have a gift here. It almost makes me feel a Valentine kind of vibe. And yeah, definitely maybe you could be expecting roses. We have the grapes. The grapes. Okay, so the grapes are making me feel very much like the divine empress kind of vibe, you know, eating the fruits of your labor and just chilling out and feeling that, you know, you are attracting everything. And you know, it's a very easy and chill kind of vibe where you just relax, because there's a lot of beach vibes actually, to be very honest. We have the turtle, we have a coconut tree, and it is almost making me feel very beachy kind of vibe. So maybe a vacation could be something that you need right now. And the turtle, even though the turtle is slow, the tortoise turtle is slow, but it gets there, it gets to the destination, it gets where it needs to be. So definitely and the turtle is one of the most wise and hardworking animal. That's what I'm picking up on. It makes me feel that there's a lot of dedication and effort and hard work. So it is, I'm picking up on the Knight of Pentacles energy. So the Knight of Pentacles is also the slowest knight in the entire deck. In fact, it's one of the most slowest card, and that's exactly giving me a very turtle and tortoise kind of vibe. Even though the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, he is one of the most dedicated and committed knight. He gets the job done. If he is focused on something, if he's concentrated on something, no matter how much time it takes or how many times he has to try, he will get there. And if he wants to commit to someone, he will reach his destination and he will reach his goal. So it's giving me a very strong Knight of Pentacles vibe. And we have another flower. So flowers are very significant. So maybe you do like flowers, or maybe they could apologize or reconcile with a bouquet of flowers, or maybe any kind of flower that you're hoping for. Maybe you're looking for a sign through a flower. So that is also a possibility. It almost feeling like, you know, something is about to bloom, something is just right about to flourish and bloom. And we have the cactus. Yeah, so the cactus honestly is just making me feel that maybe you're feeling thirsty and you're not realizing when you should be nourishing yourself and when you should be taking care of yourself. Honestly, that's the energy that I'm getting from the cactus. Maybe it could mean something else for you, but that's the energy that I'm picking up from it. That is just making me feel very dry, and I'm feeling the need to hydrate myself and eat something good. So definitely try to nourish yourself as much as possible and focus on a healthy diet as well. And we have player, I think the soccer player. I'm so sorry, I think it's a soccer player, I'm not sure. So but it's giving again the Knight of Swords energy. And right here I said we have the Knight of Pentacles energy. So yes, definitely there's a lot of knight kind of energy, taking action, making the move, being on the go and hustling and thriving and vibing and doing the action that's required to be done, being courageous, being bold. And it's just making me feel that again, that, you know, that energy to take action quickly but at the right time. Even any kind of game, if you notice, it needs a set of strategy. It's not something that you just go on the field and you start playing. You need to know the techniques, you need to know how you're supposed to play, you need to know the other opponent players strategy as well. So you need to study and understand the other person, and that's exactly the kind of energy that I'm picking up with your person. When they cannot just rush in and come to you, they need to have a strategy in a way. They need to understand what is going on with you and what is their strategy and how should they be approaching you. So that's what I'm picking up with the charms over here. Let me just take out a few alphabets, initials, letters. Okay, let's see. So these are not necessarily initials about your person. It could be anything to do with the connection, or it could be any sync or message that you need right now. So just take what resonates. So the initials are a little small. I hope you can see them. So let's see what comes out. So we have the Y. We have the P. We have P. We have, oh my god, I'm so sorry. We have T. Okay, let me just just give me a second. Let me just put it up on a plate where you will be able to see it properly. Okay, there you go. I just took the first thing that I found, and these are the initials that have come out. We have LEKARXYTLIDS. Coincidentally, it just came out as lids, and I am holding a lid. Y and P. So yeah, these are the initials that have come out. I just feel the need to take out one or two more. Let me just see what comes out. Just give me a second. Yeah, so these are the initials that have come out, and we have A again, and we have B. Yeah, so these are the initials that have come out, and again, these are just added confirmation. It doesn't have to be about your person's first name, last name, middle name, or anything to do with the connection. They're just a little bit extra confirmation for you, and that's what has come out. And yeah, and that's the entire and complete reading. And if the reading did resonate with you, then please do like and comment down below. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. I do need your support at the moment, and not at the moment, I'll be needing your support in this journey completely. And also please do follow my page, the Owl Moon Tarot, and I do offer readings. And do email me or follow my Instagram page to book a reading, a personal reading with me, and I would be happy to connect with you and to share this experience with you. So I am so thankful. Thank you so much.